Good morning, my friend. The practice I'm sharing with you today is the morning yoga practice I did on the first morning we woke up at our first Airbnb in Baja California, Mexico. After spending days in our element, traveling down through the beautiful Californias with everything we owned packed into 5 suitcases, plus a dog kennel and our 4-legged companion, there was a great need to open and lengthen the body that first morning. I'm sharing this practice with you, my lovely yoga community, so you may also open, lengthen, and start your day fully present in this moment. This is a shortened version of the full-length practice that is on our Awaken member site. We have a 14-day free trial if you like that full 15-minute practice. If you prefer long practices, I do release at least one full-length practice each month on the member's site. With all that shared, I'll join you seated at the back of your mat. We have a very wet, very sweet puppy dog looking for some scratches. If you're not already, let's navigate to the back of the mat. Bring big toes to kiss and knees open wide. As wide as you'd like this morning. Gently waking up the body. Sit hips to heels and slowly rock your hips side to side, sitting up tall. Settling them in, preparing for child's pose. Eyes closed. Gently walk your palms forward, torso melting through center. Allow your forehead to kiss the earth. Take a slight bend in your elbows, bringing your thumbs and your index fingers to kiss, making a soft diamond shape. Let's stay soft in your upper body. Beginning our morning practice with a yin pose. In our yin poses, we want our body in complete relaxation, no muscular holdings. You may wish to do a self-guided body scan to soften and release, surrendering your body, your mind, and your spirit into the pose, into this moment. Smooth breath in. Exhalation, soften and release. Feel your body melt further and further into the pose, giving weight over to Mother Earth. Notice what it feels like for your body to be in complete relaxation in this pose, in this moment. Slowly inch your fingertips forward, extending your arms long. Taking that gentle opening into your upper body, come to your fingertips, making tents with your fingers, and then lift your gaze forward in between your fingers. And gently press your torso, your chest towards the earth. Feel your armpits yearning towards the earth. Take a very subtle, slow sway of your side body, side to side, reaching through your right side and then reaching through your left side. Subtle movement, subtle feel-good opening. Soften those fingers, palms to the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Breathe in. And on your exhale, round forward, coming into cat pose. Pull your belly in, round through your spine. Release crown of head towards the earth. As you breathe in, ripple your spine through, lower your belly, lift your chest. Tailbone lengthens towards the sky, gaze lifts. Shoulder heads draw back. Exhale, round through for cat. Rock it front to back in cat pose. Feel how the stretch travels, where it travels to. Breathe in, lower your belly, lift your gaze and your heart. Now tuck your toes to bring your knees into hip distance. Clarify your foundation in tabletop, knees under your hips. We're preparing for melting heart pose, so keeping your hips stacked over your knees, just as they are, slowly walk your palms forward. Lower your forehead to the mat. Allow your torso to melt through center. Fingers are spread wide, gripping the mat. Gently press your chest towards the ground with active arms. Breathe in and breathe out. Now begin to slowly shift your weight forward, lowering your hips to the mat. Coming to your forearms for Sphinx Pose. Elbows lined under your shoulder. Rock those hips side to side, rounding and deepening your connection with Mother Earth. Forearms run parallel, fingers are spread wide. Shoulder blades glide down your back. Feel a subtle lift in your chest. Guide your in-breath towards your lower back and your abdomen. Tailbone lengthens towards your heels. Press down to the tops of your feet. Press down through your forearms and feel how that creates space between shoulders and ears. Now, keeping your upper body just as it is, begin to draw circles with your nose. Being mindful not to crunch the backside of your neck into your cervical spine. Switch directions of your circles, eyes closed, enjoying and feeling into the opening. Your breath flows with the movement. The next time you're at the bottom, go ahead and find stillness. Chin towards chest, getting into the back side of your neck. Breathe in, rise to neutral. Fan your right forearm in, bringing it parallel with the short edge of the mat. We are taking a quad stretch, so ensure your left knee is hip distance, then draw that heel towards your seat. And then your left arm will reach up and back to mindfully draw your heel closer towards your seat. Stay lifted in your heart, broad across your chest, soft gaze forward. With control, release your back foot, and we'll take that right over to the right side. So fan your left forearm in so it runs parallel with the short edge of the mat. Right knee is hip distance, and then draw that heel towards your seat. Right arm will circle up and back, mindfully drawing your heel closer towards your seat. As you draw your heel towards your seat, keep it in line with your leg and not splaying to the right or to the left. Stay lifted in your heart, broad across your chest, that soft gaze forward. With control, release your back foot. Readjust so your palms are under your shoulders, forehead kisses the mat, tuck your toes, and make your way to downward facing dog. In your down dog, keep a generous bend in your knees. And let's get nice and long through your spine. Fingers are spread wide. Press down through your knuckles and your fingertips, feeling how that lifts your shoulder girdle, creating space in your upper body. Getting nice and long along your side bodies. Lengthen your tailbone towards the sky. Reach through the crown of your head. And take 3 nourishing breaths, imagining your inhalation spiraling up your spine, creating even more length and opening between each vertebra. Beautiful. Glance to the front of the mat and step 1 foot forward and then the other. Forward fold. Option to bring your feet a little wider than hip distance for a wider foundation. Your feet will run parallel. Clasp opposite elbows. Close your eyes, turning your attention inward. Begin to take a very slow, very subtle sway side to side. Noticing how the stretch travels. Noticing where your weight shifts. Noticing all the magical little things that are going on within your body. Slowly settle into stillness at center. Release fingertips to the mat. Heel toe your feet back into hip distance. Breathe in, slide your palms up your legs, lifting halfway, elongating your spine, crown of head reaching forward, tailbone lengthening back for a nice flat back. Exhale, slide your palms down the back side of your legs, melting chest to thighs. Big, beautiful breath in, circling fingertips down, around and up. Exhalation, slowly cactus your arms wide side to side, slowly and intentionally drawing them back in space as you lower them down. Inhalation, circle them right back up. Exhalation, cactus your arms wide side to side once more, feeling the gentle opening, the gentle awakening in your upper body. Breathe in, sweep your fingertips up. Palms kiss the top, reach back for a mini back bend before you lower prayer to heart. Bring your thumbs to your sternum, sternum reaching up to your thumbs. And just take a moment here to breathe, be present, and notice the effects of your practice so far. Breathe in, circle fingertips to the sky, palms kiss, reach back before you dive it down through center. Breathe in, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, release, draw chest towards your thighs. Breathe in, slide your palms up your thighs, waving your spine, lifting halfway. Exhale, slide your palms down the back side of your legs, melting chest to thighs. Nice fluid movement. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Exhale, wave your spine down. Big refreshing breath in, circling fingertips down, around and up. Palms kiss and lower prayer to heart. Breathe in, circle fingertips right back up. At the top, exhale at your navel, twist to the right, then release your arms down side to side, lowering them halfway before you inhale, circling them up, return to center. Exhale at your navel, twisting to the left, arms circle down halfway before you breathe in, lifting them up to center. Exhalation, so they cactus them down side to side. Alright, let's begin to shift your weight into your left sole of foot, preparing for tree pose. So ground through all four corners of your left foot. And once you're ready, take your variation of tree pose by bringing your right foot to your ankle, your calf, or above the knee joint. We had a very curious Johnny checking out a passerby. He had caught a few octopus that I think got Johnny's attention. Let's bring your hands prayer at heart, or option to extend your arms to the sky, palms facing one another, shoulder width apart. Press your foot against your inner thigh, and your inner thigh presses back into your foot. Your core is engaged. Find your drishti, that gaze at a point at eye level, to help you to keep your balance. Let's check in with your hips. Ensure they are square front to back and side to side. Sometimes you might find that they dip in tree pose. Square them up. Lengthen your spine, space between shoulders and ears. Now slowly draw your knee in towards your chest, lifting it up, up, up. And with control, maintaining your balance, begin to transition into Warrior 3 pose by leaning your torso forward as you extend your leg back so leg and torso are in one long line, running parallel with the earth. Once you have it, extend your arms back alongside your body, palms face down. Mindfully lower your back toes to the mat. On your inhale, sweep your fingertips up to the sky for your high lunge. Beautiful work. Check in with your hips, squaring them up to the front of the mat, energetically scissoring your thighs. Breathe in, and exhale, lower belly firms up and in. With your arms extended to the sky, lower your back knee to the mat. Untuck your back toes. Go ahead and widen your stance if needed to allow your hips to melt into the pose while ensuring your front knee is in line with your ankle and not going past. Now reach those fingertips back in space. Allow your hips to sink forward and down into the pose. A beautiful, feel-good opening and lengthening in your body. Awaken, my friend. Lower hands to frame your front foot. Then slide your hips back in space as you straighten your front leg for half split pose. Your hips are square. Flat back as you hinge forward at your hips. Your front toes are flexed. Now go ahead and allow your spine to round forward over the extended leg. Slowly begin to slide forward, lowering your front sole of foot to the mat. Hands frame foot. Tuck your back toes and press up. Runner's lunge. Go ahead and reach through that back heel. Check back in with your hips, squaring them up front to back and side to side. Your lower belly's firming up and in. And let's lower your right palm to the mat. On your inhale, extend the opposite fingertips up to the sky for an easy twist. Soft gaze towards your fingertips. Breathe into the twist. And circle your top arm down, hands frame foot. Step your front foot back, plank pose. Take your flow, lowering yourself to the mat or taking chaturanga. Big, beautiful breath in cobra or upward facing dog. Lengthening and opening all along the front side of your body. Feel into it. Make your way to down dog. Glance to the front of the mat, step one foot forward and then the other, forward fold. Arms dangle, crown of head towards the mat, just for a moment. And then we'll breathe and lift halfway. Exhale, release chest to thighs. Big refreshing breath in, circling fingertips down, around and up. Palms kiss and lower prayer to heart. Let's take that sequence to the second side. Begin to ground through all four corners of your right foot. Once you're ready, take your variation of tree pose on the second side. Sole of foot below or above your knee joint. Bring your hands prayer at heart or option to extend your arms to the sky. And find your drishti. And once I found my drishti, after a few breaths, I processed what I was looking at and my drishti was a cruise ship off in the distance, which led me to lose my balance. I never would have thought that my drishti would be a cruise ship. If you're not already, press your foot into your thigh and your thigh presses back, hugging everything into the midline. Reach up through the crown of your head for a nice long spine. And then let's slowly draw your knee in towards your chest, lifting it up, 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 hold it. And with control, we'll transition into your Warrior 3 pose. Mindfully leaning your torso forward as you extend your leg back. Leg and torso move into one long line. Let's lift your back heel, hips square. Once you have it, extend your arms back alongside your body, palms face down. With control, lower your back toes to the mat. On your inhale, sweep your fingertips up to the sky for your high lunge. Check in with your hips, squaring them up to the front of the mat. Legs are energized. Breathe in and exhale, lower belly firms up and in. With arms extended, lower your back knee to the mat. Untuck those back toes. Remember to widen your stance if needed to allow space to melt your hips into the pose and keep your front knee in line with your ankle and not going past. Reach your fingertips back in space. Feel your hips sinking into the pose. And a nice, juicy, feel-good opening for your body. I love low lunge. Lower hands to frame your front foot, then slide your hips back, straightening your front leg for your half split pose. Hips square, flat back, hinged forward. Front toes are flexed. Now allow your spine to round forward over the extended leg. And then begin to shift your weight forward, turning front sole of foot to the mat, hands frame foot. Take your back toes and press up. Let's reach through that back heel. Check back in with your hips once more. Go ahead and square them up. Lower belly's firming up and in. Reach through your heart. Lower your left palm to the mat. And on your inhale, extend the opposite fingertips up to the sky, taking your twist. Breathing into the twist. Then circle your top arm down, hands frame foot. Step your front foot back for plank pose and take your flow, lowering to the mat for cobra or taking your chaturanga to up dog. I'll meet you in down dog. Take any feel-good moves once you get to downward facing dog. Let's walk your palms to the back of the mat towards your feet. Once you arrive, bring your feet in a little closer than hip distance. Begin to bend your knees, coming to your tippy toes, hips to heels, coming into a balancing pose. If this is challenging, balancing poses often are in the morning. Just lower those knees of yours to the mat. The earth is there to support you. Wherever you find yourself, just find your drishti, bring hands prayer at heart. Slow and steady, beautiful breaths, feeling into your body, noticing what is going on within to help support you in this pose. If this is too intense on your toes, you can release your tops of feet to the mat. Honor your body. It will open with consistent practice over time. Release your fingertips to the mat and lower knees to the mat if you're not already. Walk yourself to the front of the mat and then sit behind or off to the side of your feet to bring them out in front of you. Soles of feet to the mat. We're moving into boat pose next. So hands grasp the back of your thighs and find your long spine. Now maintaining length in your spine, lift one shin parallel with the earth and then the other. If your back begins to round, go ahead and release your fingertips behind you to help support your long spine. If you wish to advance the pose, you can extend your arms out long, palms face up. Reach up through the crown of your head to lengthen. Smooth even breaths as you hold. Your exhalations draw navel to spine to help protect your low back. Good work. Now with control, lower yourself back to the mat. Ground your low back to the earth. For our next one, you may wish to extend your arms at your side, kissing them next alongside your body, even slightly under for support. We are moving into an inversion. So extend one foot to the sky and then the other for a revitalizing inversion. Allow your legs to be weightless. Just breathe and be here with your breath, with your body, noticing the sensations within, noticing the effects of the inversion. Soften and draw your knees towards your chest. Wrap your arms around, giving yourself a hug for just a moment. And then release and bring your shins parallel with the earth. On your exhale, lower your legs to the left for a gentle, nourishing twist. Option to take your left hand to your knee to gently weigh it down. The opposite fingertips extend long, soft gaze to follow. Be present with your breath in this moment. Unwind and lift up to center. On your exhale, lower to the opposite side, adjusting your hands as needed on the second side. Breathing into this ever-present moment. Unwind, lifting up to center. Keep your arms wide, taking up as much space as you'd like. Also extend one leg long and then the other. Full breath in through your nose, feeling the oxygen nourishing your beautiful body. And a long, slow, complete exhalation, feeling your body melting into the earth beneath you. Letting everything go here in Shavasana. Just be here in the presence of this moment with your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Begin to reawaken your body by wiggling fingers and toes, stretching out if it's calling to you. Draw one sole foot to the mat and then the other. Draw knees into your chest, giving yourself a gentle, loving squeeze. Roll over to the right side. Full deep breath in through your nose. Long, slow, complete exhalation out your nose. And with eyes closed and attention remaining inward, gently make your way to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands relaxed wherever's comfortable. Notice how you're feeling after our practice. Notice your energy, your mood, your spirit. Notice how your body feels. Big, beautiful breath in, circling fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms kiss, and bring all of that love and light down to heart center. Johnny knows yoga time is almost complete, and he has ants in his pants to see what's coming next. Let's raise prayer to your forehead, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our thoughts of ourselves and thoughts of others. Hands lower to prayer at your mouth, setting an intention to stay present and mindful as we nourish our body. Hands lower to prayer at your heart, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our actions, acting in love and kindness. Take a moment here to set your own personalized intention for your day ahead. Bow forward, thanking yourself for carving out this time in the morning to take care of you, setting an amazing feel-good tone for your day ahead. Love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. I hope you feel your body, mind, and spirit benefited from starting your day off with this morning full body to open and lengthen your body practice. If you ended up doing the full length practice by taking advantage of the 14-day free trial, welcome my awakened friend. I hope you enjoy the members-only practices, yoga training programs, and more within. I do release one full-length practice each month. Now, if you are joining me on YouTube, I invite you to do as I did with you and share this video with your community. Post it on Facebook, on Instagram, make an Insta story, whatever avenue works best for you. Spread the yoga love vibes, my friend. Don't forget to tag Awaken Action so I know you're part of our yoga love community. From my heart to yours.